Hello, this is Dr. Nicola, and I am hopping on to talk to you about what are you co-creating? And a lot of this has to do with we focus our energy on. And so a lot of the times we will focus our attention and our energy and our efforts onto the 20%, let's say, of the world, our world, the world, whatever, that feels disharmonious or out of sync or not exactly what we might like. And we will not give any energy or attention or awareness to the 80% of what else is going on in the world, in our world, that is actually flowing just fine and in harmony. It's very unusual. And I would actually go venture to say impossible that everything is out of harmony. And I often will come back to nature for this reminder because no matter how I am feeling or what's maybe happening in my sphere, when I come back to nature, I notice the inherent harmony of the trees, of the birds that are singing, of the snow that's falling. I'm looking outside right now. Um, of just the world breathing, in and out. And that reminds me that the vast majority of what's happening is actually in harmony. And then that helps you reflect on my day that even though there might be a stressor or a conflict or an issue that's coming up that's causing me to pull out of my quality of engagement to harmony and really focus my attention and energy on disharmony, what's out of sync. Um, it will help me reflect and actually say, you know what, though I did sleep well. I had breakfast. There was ease in my body, or maybe there's not ease in my body, or maybe there's, oftentimes I will notice discomfort here in my shoulders, but everywhere else feels pretty relaxed. And so it's just even noticing in our body rather than, oh, I feel all out of sorts. It's like, well, hang on, let's get specific. What do you actually notice? And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I just noticed this tension across the tops of my shoulders and the top of my back, but I don't feel that anywhere else in my body. I actually feel like I'm breathing pretty smoothly in and out, that sort of thing. So what happens when we give this smaller percentage of disharmony a disproportionate amount of our power, of our energy, is that we create more energy towards it, and we create an abundance of whatever that thing is, be it lack or fear or hurt or disappointment or fill in the blank of all the things that we regard as suffering in our own world. And it's not to say to deny that that challenge is here, but it's more give it a proper perspective and make sure that you're bringing your awareness. What are you actually seeing? What are you actually perceiving? Make sure it's in proportion to what's actually here. I know for myself, when there's something up for me, I will give it a disproportionate amount of my time and energy, and it can actually feel like it's overtaking my whole world, my whole day. It impacts my ability to show up and do a video, feel light, be present with whoever I'm sitting with. And so, kind of play with this idea of, what else is happening also. And so again, it's not blow off your experience or to diminish your experience or tell you to get over it, but give it its due. That's fine. But then come back to what else is here for you. And that will actually help bring you back into alignment with your heart. And when we're back into alignment with our heart, we can see things. I call them unicorn goggles. I think my teacher Sylvie would call them, looking at the eyes of the heart. And we can see more fully what's here, what's in front of us. It helps us to soften into compassion, not just for the other people who may be involved in the situation, but also for ourselves. So to really just kind of deepen into that compassion. And when we connect with the heart, when we reestablish alignment within ourselves, it inherently brings a deeper sense of peace. And when we are in a more peaceful state, when we're in that parasympathetic or rest, digest, and heal part of our nervous system, then we, rather than being so focused on whatever the issue is, all of a sudden we have more access to see all of the resources that might be around us that we may or may not have been able to access because we were so narrowly focused. And so so the step is to take a breath, come back to your heart, come back into that place of alignment. Okay, there is harmony around me. My house isn't collapsing. My electricity is still on. Cup of tea is still available. Snow is gently falling. The trees are just standing there and receiving that in harmony. And so when you can do that, then that allows you to connect in with what else is possible here, what else is happening. And oftentimes I will feel a little bit of release of that pressure to jump in and to help or to take care of or to fix or to assist in some way. And it allows me just a lot more breathing room to okay, I don't actually need to jump in here. I don't have clarity around how to move forward. And it just makes more room for that clarity to come in rather than getting so gripped in the intensity of the mind. So play with shifting your focus and matching the energy of what's here with or what you're what here with the energy that you're dedicating to it, and try to pull yourself out of dedicating 90% of your energy to a 20% issue problem. Let me know how it goes and how this maybe shifts things in your world for you. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you really soon.